Hey guys, it's me Minori and my pet Baymax. Welcome back to my channel. Hi! Okay, so guys, today we're doing another Blythe doll remake video. Yay! I've had this Blythe doll for a while. I mean, she's pretty old. I got her at a thrift store online. And I've been wondering how to customize her. And as you can see, she has pink hair. And I thought it would be perfect to customize her into Anya from Spy Family. How many of you guys know about Spy Family? Can I see some hands? So Spy Family is a very interesting manga anime that's becoming really popular this year. And it's been like my favorite manga for the past few years. It's so good. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend. Anya is a character from Spy Family and she's like this little girl with pink hair and she is just so adorable. So yeah, Anya it is. So let's just jump right in. Customizing a Blythe doll into Anya. Let's get started. Don't worry, honey, I'm not gonna hurt you. So first thing, we need to take her apart. So it's really easy. First, we need to take out the screws in the back. And now we need to force it open. Don't worry, honey, I'm not gonna hurt you. So here's the head, and now we're gonna take out the eyes. And again, you're just gonna use force. And there we have it. Ta-da! Okay, I'm going to take this face and put it aside and switch it up with a blank new face. And some of you guys asked me why I won't get like new ones for every single video. So sometimes I get new faces and sometimes I don't. And the reason's pretty simple. Blythe dolls got updated a few years ago and their old faces don't fit the new ones anymore. Luckily, this girl is a few years old, so the older version still fits. So yeah, it just depends on the versions and the skin color, and sometimes it just don't fit. I mean, this color is actually slightly off. As you can see, this part is a little bit lighter than the back part, but I think I can still make it work. So now I'm just gonna go outside and spray some top coat on top. BRB. So while we're waiting for the face to dry, let's work on the eyes. So here's the eyeballs. Which color should I take? I think I want to take away the green ones. Her eyes are green, so I want to remake some new green eyes for her. So here's some hot water, and I'm going to soak it in for a few minutes. You kind of want the glue to loosen up. And this is kind of the hard part. I'm going to get a glue stick and a lighter. Heat it up at the top and stick it on. I hate this part because this part usually takes me like 20 tries. So fingers crossed, hopefully this one works. And same for the other eye. And here we go. Okay, that worked. And don't worry, you could just take it off and there will be no harm done. And here we go. And it happens. So we're just gonna repeat this step until we succeed. And I finally got it. So now that we got the eyes out, we can finally move on to the next step. Okay, now I want to make some molds for these eyes. And I'm just going to be using this 2-part silicone mold maker. So I'm just going to get the same amount of silicone and mix it together. And this thing hardens really fast. I only have like a minute to work on it, and it's going to be all hard in like 15 minutes. So I need to work quick. And now I'm just going to roll it, flatten it out, and press them in. Oh, it's so cute. It looks like a little monster. And I'm just going to wait for 15 minutes. Let's see how it turned out. The reveal. Okay, I see like a small bump right there, but hopefully it still works. And now let's play with resin. I always say this, but be careful when playing with resin because it's highly toxic. So don't forget to wear some gloves. So first off, I'm going to pour in some resin. Spread it out. And here. I just want to see if the mold works. Perfect. And okay, nice. The mold's working perfectly fine, and let's go to the next step. Okay, stop! This video is sponsored by Skillshare. So I always get comments, questions, and requests on how to draw manga. I do have one old video, but I have no plans on making another one. And that is why I want to tell you guys about Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for anyone who loves learning and wants to explore their creativity and learn new skills. If you want to learn how to draw manga, I highly recommend Skillshare. I checked and there's so many great classes for beginners on how to draw manga. For example, this class seems a perfect class for someone who wants to learn about how to draw anime style. This is How to Draw Anime Girls in 3/4 View, Anime and Manga Basics by Yanting Sun. She actually kind of sounds like me and uses the same music, so that's interesting. I use Skillshare whenever I want to learn something new, something creative, and if you guys like art like me, please check it out. It actually means a lot to me if you guys even check out the link in the description box below. And the first 1,000 people get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare, so don't forget to check it out. Anyways, let's go back to the video. And now it's time to make Anya's green eyes. A squeeze of resin and adding some green pigment. And mix. And again, but this time I'm going to add some blue and yellow. Perfect. And I don't know if I could do this, but I want to try adding some dark colors on the top half and the lighter color on the bottom half. Hopefully it works. And cure. And it's still really wet. So let's wait a few more minutes. So what do we think about these eyes? I actually really like how there's 2 colors, but I still think I could do a little bit better. So let me retry making a few more. So I made quite a few, but I think these 2 turned out the best. So let me work with these. Now I'm going to use some googly eyes. I'm just going to cut this open and use the black circle inside. It's actually the perfect size. And now I'm going to put a little bit of resin and place it right in the center. I'm also going to try to add some sparkles. Oh, look at this super cute spoon. It's so small. I'm just going to carefully get a speck of glitter and add it onto the sides. Okay, so far so good. I'm going to reshape it just a bit. And now I'm going to use a Posca paint pen to color in the rims. I always do this, but I want to like over exaggerate the lines to give that anime look. And it looks something like this. Let's put it back into the eye to see if it works. How does that look? I think it looks really cute. Ooh, I love the sparkles. I just think it's so much better than the original green eyes. So here's the eyes. Let's move on. Okay, next up, the face. How should I do this? So I want to try to give her really big anime eyes. And onto the other eye. It's just really different from how I would normally do Blythe eyes. Kind of like this, and her eyelashes. How many does she have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And onto the other side. And a few more on the bottom. And then her eyebrows. And I think I'm gonna go over it with black Posca paint pen, just to make the eyes pop more. That was a horrible idea. It looked so bad, so I decided to restart again. Blank canvas. This time I'm only gonna use colored pencils. So let's restart. Okay, looking much better. Next, I'm gonna get some pastel and color in her cheek. This might be a little bit too light. How about this? Okay, better. You want to give her those red puffy cheeks. And I'm going to use a colored pencil to make lines in her cheeks. Okay, I could do it a little bit better. So she has like these lines in her cheeks, but I want to make it like really subtle, so I'm gonna like blend it in. I mean, the lines are pretty subtle, but you could definitely see it. And what to do for her mouth. Obviously, she doesn't really have lipstick on, so I want to make it like really thin and natural. Lift up the corners a bit to make her smiling. And now using a pen, I'm going to carefully put a line in her lips, like right in the middle. Something like this. Oh, and there's something I want to do. I'm going to get a white Posca pen and add a dot on her cheek. I totally forgot. I should add a highlight on her eyes as well. I think that's gonna make it like extra anime. I'm going to add a circle. I think it's so much better. And on the other eye. Perfect. Okay, so now it's time to put her all back together. So the eye goes right here. And the back. So there's this spring. And I need to hook it on right here. And there you have it. Okay, that took a while. So her eyes kind of fell off, so let me replace it. I actually think it looks really cute. I think I love the highlight. Looking great, and let's move on. Next, I want to make her dress. I got this black dress and this blouse. I got it for like really cheap online. And if you know Anya, Anya has two types of dresses. One is her regular clothes, which is basically all black, so I could just like literally use this. But I want to kind of challenge myself. So I want to make her uniform. So I went to the store and got all these items. So crossing my fingers, hopefully this works. First off, I need to cut the top so her blouse kind of shows up. I need to cut off this top part. And I'm gonna cut it off. Let's see if it fits. Okay, this might be perfect. Not bad. And next, I got a lot of ribbons. A lot of different sizes. So one is gonna go right here. And I'm going to wrap it around her sleeves. Oh, this part's actually pretty hard because it's not like straight. So I'm going to use this glue for fabric. Before I glue it on, I'm going to draw in the lines. And now I'm just going to freehand some lines. To be honest, this is looking really bad. So there's something that I want to try. So I used Photoshop to create the image and printed it out using a sublimation printer. Hopefully this works better. And place this right on top. I'm going to use some heat-resistant tape to tape it down. Place another cooking sheet on top and start. And it kinda worked, kinda didn't. It looks great in the middle, but smudged on the sides. So it's actually the next day, and I had to go and get some more ribbon because I messed up a few times. But guys, I think I got the hang of it. I didn't like how it turned out a little bit too dark, so I decided to lighten it up a little and tape it down. I have to be careful it's in the right place. Place a cooking sheet on top and start. I also adjusted the Fahrenheit to make it a little bit lower. If it's too high, the ribbon starts melting. And now we wait and release. The reveal. Ta-da! And here we have a perfect pattern. I love it. So now we're going to make some for her sleeves. It's smaller, so it's a little bit difficult, but it's the same process. Hopefully it works because I don't have that many ribbons. And it's perfect! Okay, so next I'm going to get this glue stick and glue it on. Apparently you can even wash it after it dries. Place it on the edge like so. And this is how it turned out. Just a few more details. I'm just going to use a bold Posca paint pen to draw in the small details. There was a smudge right here that I wanted to cover up, so it's like perfect. And one more circle around here. Not bad. A few more changes. First off, this needs to be red. I'm just going to take it off. Here's some red felt. And I'm just going to glue it on like so. And lastly, I'm going to glue this button on top. And here is how the blouse turned out. You know what, guys? I actually got some chills. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I make something that I've been thinking about for a very long time, and it turns out like exactly what I imagined, I'm just so happy I get the chills. It's exactly how I imagined. I love how the ribbon turned out. I love the black dress and the blouse. I'm so happy. So now it's time to put it on the doll. Okay, excuse me. I'm going to roll her sleeves up because I don't want it poking it from the side. I love it! Oh my gosh, this dress is so Anya. It's like exactly how I imagined it to be. Okay, whenever I don't like my art, I say it, and I say I suck. But whenever I do like my art, I do say I like it. I'm just trying to be really honest with you guys, and today, I love it. Let's move on. So, if you guys know Spy Family, this is how the book looks like. They're always sitting on this luxurious chair. This is how Anya's look like. I went to the internet and bought all these chairs. Apparently they sold all these mini chairs and they're all sold out now, so I had to buy them online. I mean, yeah, they're all so small, so they're a little bit too small for Blythe dolls, but I thought it would be like really good decoration. Ooh, oh my gosh, I love it. And the same chair, but in black. So this is the chair that Lloyd was sitting on. Oh, you need to build it yourself. So I'm guessing this goes right here. I mean, it doesn't come with instructions, so I'm just gonna like wing it. Oh, how adorable. And this one is the same one, but red. So this is the one that Bond, the dog, was sitting on. Like, I literally love this chair. I want to buy it in real life. And here we have it. Lastly, we have this chair. And this is a chair that Anya was sitting on. The same color and everything. Okay, so again, I don't have instructions. So I'm going to do my best. I'm guessing it goes right here. No, this is like solving a puzzle. I am so confused. Okay, I'm sorry if it's a little bit wrong. I'm trying my best. I'm guessing this one goes right here. And now I'm going to put these all on like so. Oh, I think it's working, guys. And next the green. And lastly, the reds. Oh, it's kind of like Lego. Once you start, it's so fun. And there we have it. Oh my gosh, I love it. And I think I'm going to put these three around Anya as decorations. I love it. And lastly, I need to do her hair. But before anything, I think I'm gonna wash her hair. I mean, I got her from a thrift store. She's fairly old, and I mean, I think she's going to enjoy a bath. Okay, so I think it's time for some ASMR. Please relax and feel like you're at home. First off, I'm going to give you a little head massage. Okay, now let's shampoo your hair. Today, I'm going to be using this shampoo for wigs. You could also use like detergent or fabric softener, but I think wig shampoo works the best. And now I'm just going to gently rub it into your hair. Sorry, got it in your eyes. And now I'm just gonna lightly rinse it off. Please let me know if I missed any spots. Oh, I love your hair. It's so pretty. And now I'm going to use some treatment for wigs. So I'm just gonna like pour it into the water. And gently rub it in. It feels so smooth. And lastly, I'm going to lightly rinse it off. And I think we're done. Okay, her hair feels so much better. Honestly, I don't know where she used to be, so I feel so much better knowing that she's clean now. Just a tip, when you dry the hair, you need to use cold air. Do not use hot air. And I'm just gonna snip off the ends. That's a little bit too long. I think it looks so much better than before. Okay, now onto her headpiece. So she has like these two triangle pieces on top, and I'm gonna try to recreate that using felt. So first I'm going to make a circle and cut it out. I'm going to make a slit and curl it like so. I think it's perfect. First try and it's perfect. I'm just going to get some glue and glue it into place. I'm going to make another circle. Okay, I think it's a little bit too big, so I'm just going to cut it smaller. So it looks something like this. And lastly, I kind of want to like glue this ribbon on. So something like this. And there we have a headpiece. So now I'm just going to make another one. And there we have two headpieces. So these are going to go right here. And to secure this in place, I'm just going to use some double-sided tape. I think double-sided tape is going to work best because it's going to hold on very well, but you can easily remove it if you don't want it anymore. So now I'm just going to peel it and press it on. Next, I'm going to change her socks. There you go. Okay, we're almost done. Last but not least, the shoes. I just went to the toy store and bought this. This is an outfit for Rika-chan, but Rika-chan and Blythe dolls both have the same body shape. They're both made by Takara Tomy. So I just decided to use her shoes. And I mean, this outfit is so adorable. Like, look at this violin. I'm probably going to use it a different day, but for today, I just want to use the shoes. I love the guitar case. So I'm just going to take the shoes and put it on Anya. And the reveal! Ta-da! I think she turned out so cute, and I really love her dress. Honestly, I think I like everything about her. I've never customized a Blythe doll into an anime character, and I think it was a success. Now I want to do like Sailor Moon now. What do you guys want to see? Anyways, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye!